Okay, I actually forgot to press record, so we'll go through this game. I moved here. Um, it says that this is supposed to prepare for d5, but blocks the light squared bishop in exchange for a strong center. It's blocking this bishop here, though. So this is defending this square here. So I just ignore that and I just pushed ahead. He went here. What I thought was, okay, I'll just defend this piece. Worked out okay. He came down. Um, this defends this pawn. Also attacks the e4 pawn. Attacks. So he's putting pressure here and here. So I just pushed forward. That's what I tend to do if I notice that I can kind of push their knight around. I attack the knight on f6. That's what he's supposed to be doing. And now it's supposed to prepare the c7, the c6, or c7 to c5 break, which is here. So he's supposed to push forward here, I guess. That's what he's preparing for. So I brought out my horse, or my knight. And this is defending this this pawn and this pawn. So he did push forward. And this is called he's attacking my pawn chain. So what I was supposed to do was go back. But I just took out my bishop because I'm eyeing these center squares. He took there. Oh. I should have moved my... This actually was inaccuracy. Said I should have taken my... moved my horse up to here. Moved my piece up to here, my knight. He should have taken here right away. I wasn't defending that. I should have taken there. Which would have been a very good move because then it would have opened up a space for my queen, forcing him to move his... Or is that forcing him? Yeah, it does. It forces him to move his king. In other words, you're sacrificing your knight for a nice tactic, so that would have been a nice tactic. So, anyhow, he ended up taking the pawn, which was free, which I shouldn't have allowed. Then right away, it says I should have pushed ahead to move his knight around, which I didn't. I just castled. He brought his bishop down here. It looks like what he was trying to do was to castle. I moved this here. It says it's not a bad one because I wanted to align with the king, and this is semi-open because there's only one pawn. The best option was to force an isolated pawn, which was here. They kind of isolated this pawn. Instead, he just went there. Which I don't quite see because I would have taken with this, but anyhow, they're saying that's what ends up happening here. I didn't I didn't see the benefit of this. I guess he was trying to push forward. Says right away I should have moved my queen up. But I thought I would threaten this knight. And if he was to trade off, then I would have been ahead of piece. This left there. This was a blooper, a blunder. So not a blooper, a blunder on their part. I thought it was some kind of trick at first. I thought I got to be careful what's going on with this situation. So I just end up taking it. Then he castles. I guess I should have taken here. It would have forced him to take there. Then I would have had a check. I thought it was okay because he couldn't take my bishop and he couldn't move ahead. This is a mistake. I should have taken there. He's threatening to tactically win a knight. Let's see what the follow-up would have been. Yeah, because I would have taken this. He would have taken this. So I would have ended up losing piece. I didn't want that to happen, so what I did was I moved my knight. I should have moved it to here. Now he moved his knight down. And this is good because it's boosting up his activity. I moved my... I wanted to get a good situation happening here. I wanted to line up with the queen. Moved his piece down. And, of course, he's trying to take my queen. That's what I should have done. I thought about that. I thought about going here. He would have taken here. Didn't see that situation, but anyhow. He moved down. Says I have a chance to win material, so I moved there. I took that piece because I knew he couldn't take me with the pawn. He took with that piece. I took with my knight. He came down and he was threatening my bishop. So what I decided to do was to move my bishop and try to win material after that. Because if he was to take this piece, take him with that. So there's not much that you can do other than move away. But he decided to. His best move was actually to take that piece with this knight. I took it back with my knight. He took this piece. He should have went down here. Now, what I saw was moving here. He can't take me because I'll take him with my knight. He can't take that way because then he'll put himself into check. So he ended up taking the bishop. I ended up taking his queen. He moved aside. I moved down to here so that I could threaten checkmate again. He moved down. I moved there. I guess I could have moved down there. I would have went here. And then there. And he'd have to move. So he just ended up resigning at that point.